Where's Tyler?
All right, it's on. Is that running, JT? There's no power to it.
Get my taxes and pay them all.
Yeah, right. I can do my own.
That's allowed to rush up there.
All right, call to order. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. We do have you got the agendas out there.
Yeah, they're right on the table
Okay.
right there.
We had signature folder. We have a approval for a new laptop for the chief.
Yeah, I haven't signed anything yet.
And Leo, just to be clear, that's a reimbursement for the trustees of trust funds for the laptop.
You heard that. We also had we got a timber cut. Looks like on Spinoff, Society of Protection of New Hampshire Forests. Submitted.
The intent or is that a yield tax?
It's the yield
That's
tax
the
bill.
yield tax.
Oh, yield tax, excuse me. That's it. Make a motion to approve the manifest dated July 31st, 2025 in the amount of $61,476.24.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion to approve the manifest dated August 7th, 2025 in the amount of $825,173.59.
A second.
Oh, okay. $273,657.78 was for GMI asphalt Pine River Road project, and $528K was for the school.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I abstain. I haven't reviewed it yet, so.
Okay. Aye.
Sorry, I didn't have a chance to review it. I just got in with Randy.
Gotcha. No problem. We had was it a tax refund?
Yep, they're real estate tax refunds.
Was 5 parcels, correct? Was it 2, 4, 5? 5.
Oh, it's 5, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So, and that amount, total refund, tax refund is $7,289.50. Make a motion to approve the Board of Selectmen minutes dated July 22nd, 2025.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mail. Result right here. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. We're good.
Spam mail.
All right, so what we're gonna do is, we're gonna move the public comment up now, after number 5. So everybody can get their comments or make their whatever, so. I'm opening it up to the public.
Any comment?
Yeah, public comment. State your name.
Name.
Greg Tobin, Pine River Road. I'd just like to know if there's some kind of plan for the dust that's coming from the grind area in front of our home. It's like I mean, after it was paved, the wash tank went down and wet down the road to keep the dust down. They did it about a week ago. Well,
That wasn't a water truck.
The water truck, yeah.
That wasn't a water truck. That was magnesium.
Well, whatever it is, it stops, it keeps the dust down for 4 or 5 days. It's just, the dust is horrible. I mean, we can't open our windows, it's just black. I don't know if there's a plan, like a weekly time to do it, a schedule, or it's just gonna be like this?
Yep, unfortunately it is. The unfortunate thing is it's the amount of traffic that it sees, the volume of traffic, the speed of the traffic. It moves the particles that should be staying in place, and it moves them. One of the other downsides, and the reason why it is so bad right in front of your place, is the fact that on the day that it got ground, there was a whole plan, there was a whole schedule. Behind the grinding machine was the fine grading, the roll that compacted it, and the water truck. We had the application truck for the magnesium sitting there at the town line, waiting for them to be done to the application, so it all be done at the same time. They made it just beyond your house with the first pass of magnesium,
Died.
and it died. And it was exactly a week to the day before they got back there. I tried Pike Industries, Coleman, FR Carroll, Allstate Materials, formerly FR Carroll, our contractor, other contractors to try to get a water truck there, just to help because you need that moisture. One of the other parts is that magnesium, just like calcium, it needs rain. It needs moisture. That's why you do that, because it collects and it holds onto any moisture.
Mhm.
Right now, we're relying on the temperature fluctuations and any dew we get in the morning. If we get some rain, you're gonna see that that's gonna make a big difference for weeks on end. The fact that it's so dry and we don't have a highway department with readily available water truck to do water application to it on a regular basis, we're relying on Mother Nature. That application cost us $6,000 and change just for that one portion. And if it gets much worse, we have a very small budget left that I am monitoring. I was hoping that we were gonna get a little bit of precipitation in the last 48 hours. We haven't. We've missed that. No, I was just trying to determine how much it costs just
I know.
for Pine River Road. That was on last 2 weeks ago manifest, but again, it's just we're at the mercy of contractors without a highway department. If we don't get rain, we'll try to get another water truck out there and do a small application. We can't do the whole because it's 2.2 miles, because it's 1.1 lane miles. So you've got to go both ways. So we'll monitor it and hope that we get some rain. I know it's an unfortunate thing, but
Well, I mean, it's,
do the best we can for.
it's a health issue too. I mean, you know, you're breathing it. This is
I saw you wipe that off your car.
2 days.
Yeah.
That's 2 days of sitting in our driveway. So we're breathing this stuff too. I just think the town should be able to take a little more responsibility for a town road that we all pay for, and we should be protected from this. And I think it's unfortunate that town's not stepping up. That's all.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way. The town has stepped up. I mean, we all collectively have paid for the work that's been done on that road,
I know.
and nothing has been done in my adult life on that road up until now. So we're doing the best we can with a very, very limited budget in the town of Effingham. I know that everybody's first reaction is, well, I pay an astronomical amount of taxes in this town. Well, can you imagine how much more you'd pay if we had, double the amount of money to spend on the roads like the other surrounding towns around us? We'll monitor it, and hopefully, we do have the flexibility, as long as we don't overspend the bottom line, to take money from, other line items, as long as we don't overspend the bottom line. So, but we budget things pretty tight. We don't ask for fluff when we're in the budget season because of that, that tax burden on all of us.
You and I talked about this about 6 months ago, and I asked you about the dust.
Yep.
Would it be contained? And you said, yeah, it'd be political suicide if it wasn't. I'm just reminding you of your words.
Yeah. I can't help Mother Nature, Greg.
I'm just,
I can't help Mother Nature.
I'm just quoting what you told me.
Yeah.
So,
All right, 5 minutes up. Vicky? I can't hear you.
Excuse me, can I make a comment about that? I'm just wondering, no, don't, I'd like you to still listen, just see what they say, it's called that. My question is there a way of limiting the traffic on that road? But, know why, you've checked it out, you
I-
think, or?
I don't see how we can,
I don't know, I know I've seen people, only people that live on that road can
Local
use it.
traffic.
Local traffic only,
Huh?
local traffic only.
Right,
do that?
okay, so is that something that could be done? I mean, cause you know and I know, cause they're using Green Mountain too, they come across Pine River Road and they go down Green Mountain Road and they, you know, they're coming from Maine, North Conway, wherever. So you're gonna get more traffic and is that ruining what we've put into it already?
The amount of traffic volume, just by the volume itself, yes, I'm not gonna sit here and profess to say it doesn't make an impact on it. But that Sunday afternoon traffic, that weekend traffic, they can tell you, they see it go by their house, it is bumper to bumper.
I know, but
Right.
it does that by my house.
Right,
And now,
so it's not actually the cars that's going bumper to bumper at 25, 28, 30, 35 miles an hour. It's that lone car on a Thursday afternoon or a Wednesday afternoon when we were sitting at PK Motel and I saw a royal blue Toyota Tundra go by no less than 70 miles an hour going towards Ossipee. That right there, that one pass that car made disturbed those fines in front of their house and it's causing the dust issue. Now to say, how do you stop that? Law enforcement, that's one road out of 44 miles that they have to patrol and they're responsible for. You can't be everywhere at once. There's no crystal ball and there's no perfect right answer. We can just do the best that we can. That's it. But as far as local traffic only, we can research it more, but it's my understanding it either takes a governing body, town meeting to vote, or a public hearing to adopt a road to, and then it comes down to enforcement.
well, I don't know, I guess there's probably enough people in this town that have put up with all this traffic on Thursday night, Friday night, and it's Sunday morning, all day into Sunday night, going by these roads.
how do you determine what's local traffic and what's not local traffic?
That's
How do
the
you-
enforcement. That's the enforcement side.
Yeah, how do you determine what's local traffic and what's not local traffic? How's he gonna determine that? There's no way. I mean, unless you look at the plates, but otherwise.
Even then, you can't.
Yeah, you can't pull them over.
You just pull somebody over and say, do you live here? You can't, they can't do that. They're violating people's rights.
I don't know, I guess I've seen the sign in other.
You have, and that's what I refer to, which is completely not the right verbiage. I say it just for simplicity, the placebo effect. And I believe you was in nursing before, they give like a water pill. It gives the mental idea that you're actually giving them some sort of medication and they say, oh, I feel great, and it was just a water pill or a salt pill or something like that. They do that hoping nobody calls their bluff. They just put it up there.
Another example is Champion Hill Road. How many times do you see trucks going up that road? And you got to post it, no trucks, over so many tons, whatever.
That is a little bit easier to police. You
Right.
see a truck,
But you still,
yeah, they can stop, but no offense, but I mean,
It's
just a car traveling with
Right.
out-of-state plates. I mean, there's a gentleman that lives on that road, I believe he's one of their next door neighbors. He's got a white F-150 with California license plates.
Washington.
Washington, you're right, Washington State. So you would automatically, you'd say, well, he's not local, but he is. He's one of their neighbors. So,
okay, next.
we will address it. We will address it.
Go ahead, state your name, please.
Vicki McVitie. I am the new director for Freedom Food Pantry, Effingham in Ossipee.
All right.
Doris is stepping back a little bit. She's not going anywhere.
Okay, good.
Not yet. But she's decided to see where we're going, and she's seeing that the growth of food pantry is getting larger and larger. I am here mostly to do what the newspaper has put in the paper and with the program for the 12 families, I believe, that were misplaced, put somewhere else. We are here to offer the food pantry and also offer the information to give to the people that they can find if they want to come and help or gather their food from us. Because I think probably at this moment, they're still a little starstruck of what's going on in their lives. I understand there's children involved, and we are very grateful for Effingham for giving us the opportunity to work with us. So we would like to put our hands out and say, here is our paperwork. I have
Appreciate that.
more.
Oh, we'll make
And
copies.
I have copies. Would you like more copies?
Art.
I came prepared. There's 12 each, bottom
Okay.
and top. And we are open on Saturday from 10 to 12. Our numbers are growing very quickly, but right now, I want to make sure these people have food.
Okay, appreciate that very much.
So there's phone numbers on there that you can call, and we would be more than helping to stop everything and get them taken care of.
We'll make sure we get that to the family.
When it comes time for back to school, I've got backpacks coming from Channel 9 News. So if these kids and children need that, we've got that. And if there's anything else, I was told to say that the church will try to help with clothing or housing things, and we can work that direction too, out of freedom, so.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're
Welcome aboard.
welcome,
Thank
thank
Can I
you.
have just a note?
And I'll see you in a couple months.
1 second.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
That one, her?
No, her, no.
No, side
Sorry.
comment.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Thank
You too.
Thank you.
Just so I don't have to keep you folks, just in case you wanted to leave, this was gonna be my selectmen's comments. Starting on Monday, which is part of why we don't really want to do anything to the road. I don't, and I was gonna bring up to the board tonight. Starting Monday, the road's gonna be closed during the daytime hours. So like, you guys have to get out to work, when you come back, you'll be fine. But during the day, it's gonna be closed, cause they're gonna start taking down the trees on the 11th. So there's gonna be daytime closures. This is all part of the announcement, part of the meeting, but we're jumping ahead. Once that's done, obviously, they're gonna be raking. They're gonna be having to clean up wood chips and limbs and things like that. We don't wanna be disturbing $6,000 worth of calcium chloride. Also, right in front of your house, all those marbles came up. I call them marbles. Okay, those are, if we get those pushed off to the side or worked in more, that's the actual stone from the aggregate when they ground it. They did a phenomenal job grinding it and pounding it and breaking that material up so there wasn't any large chunks of asphalt. There are a few areas down beyond your place, this side of your place, on the flat where it's starting to get washboard. So we'll be addressing that and hopefully be doing some ditch work in preparation for next year's paving, kind of getting a head start on that. All things I was gonna bring up later on. So I don't wanna say a week, but we will be addressing the dust. I can't make a promise just from 1/3. I have to bring it to the board and we have to have the discussion. We just kind of ahead of things, but I just wanna let you guys know that that is the plan. But also to try to get the public word out there that Pine River Road will have daytime closure starting next Monday for tree removal. And it's unavoidable. There's gonna be a crane taking the trees down. The crane's gonna take up the whole road, so. And we do not have a highway department, therefore we do not have employees to offer for traffic control. So they're going to be there. It's gonna be the contractor. I'm asking the public, do not stop and give them a hard time. I've told them specifically, if anybody does, to call them right away. It's not their fault. They're a contractor. They're contracted by us to do work for the town, and it's unavoidable. Those trees can't just be cut and dropped because there are water and sewer lines immediately adjacent to all of these trees.
You know what trees you're talking about, right?
Does it take like a year to take those down?
To shut down the traffic? Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
No,
That's the majority of my selectmen's report, by the way.
additional public comment. Yes, state your name, please.
Steven Steer, I'm a Conway Daily Sun guy, and I'm just stopping by to see if there's any update on what the plan is to help the folks with their dislodgement from the PK motel, and I understand that they're put up in other places, but I just wonder if there's any plan beyond that or anything.
We're working with the displaced people right now. It's in process. Our welfare officers doing a great job trying to get them homes to stay or apartments or whatever. So it's in process. That's all I can say.
Okay. Is there anything, does the town have anything to do with security deposits that they paid to the former landlord?
We have nothing to do with that.
Someone had a question about that, because I've been in touch with at least one of the people, and that was really one of their questions is, what is the long-term plan for us? And one of the people wanted to be here, but she said she couldn't find a babysitter.
Any other comments from the board? Yep. Thank you. You're all set?
I think so. I mean, if there's anything else that comes up.
No. Basically, it's in progress, and we're working with the people to find them places to stay.
And when they go to other, I think they've been sent to other towns, I think primarily Ossipee, maybe Tampa.
It's a temporary.
Temporary.
It's only temporary residence right now.
How does that work with schools? They can go back to the same school? Is that all? Would they have to change schools?
No. As long as it's within Governor Wentworth, and by Governor Wentworth standards, obviously, they're not in school right now,
Right.
so it's a moot point. If it was during school, they have so many months
Right.
of flexibility. They work with a liaison through the school district. If they're unhoused but I'm not saying these their policies. If a student becomes unhoused, they don't have to change school districts mid-year. They just don't guarantee transportation. They can't.
But I think I've heard some different things about where they're going. Some people told me they were at the Ossipee, and some people said they went to Tamworth, and maybe there's some combination. The Tamworth would be a different school district.
Yeah, I mean, there's no comment on that. I mean, basically, we're working with the people to get them places to stay.
All right, good, thank you.
And we don't have any other hotels in the town of Effingham.
Right.
So when you went to the town of Ospey yesterday to ask the Board of Selectmen if they were upset with us because we moved them to Ospey,
I didn't ask if they were upset, I just wondered if
we don't exactly have another hotel in Effingham.
Right, exactly. So I was just asking them what their goals were on. I wasn't saying that they were upset. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that your bag, Damon?
Yeah.
Additional public comments? Yes, Linda?
Yeah. How many school-aged children were there?
Well, we can't-
Do you know how many were school-aged?
It's a total of 3, and I believe 2 of them are school age.
Okay. Not many.
No, that's it. Additional public comments? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I always am drawn to a new face, and there's a new face sitting right over there, so I'm just curious. If that new face has a comment, question, concern,
No comment,
just here for observation,
definitely.
welcome.
What about Albert?
You guys got a tough job, that's all I gotta say.
Thanks. You don't have to leave, we still got work to do, but,
Well, I think we've covered what I was concerned about.
all right.
You have a nice evening.
Thank you, you do the same.
You know?
I do not.
What about Albert?
Yeah, I thought he was on the,
No. Oh, okay, so I see it down there. Okay, got it.
well, we can do that now if you want. That's, you are the chairman.
That's
You
right.
control the agenda.
No, Caitlin does.
No, Caitlin writes the agenda, she controls it. So if you wanna do that now,
Yeah, We don't wanna take up too much of your time, so we're gonna put you in there. So you're up, Albert.
Okay, well, thank you.
State your name, please.
My name is Albert Millington. I live on Townhouse Road, Lynch Bay. I've been behind on my taxes for a long time. I try to catch up, I fall behind. I came in the other day to make a payment, the lady said they couldn't. Then she sent me a letter, and I got it, and I understand why she wouldn't take it. This extra penalty I have here for almost $12,000, I can pay off the whole $21,492 if you give me to the end of the month. But that extra $12,000, after I got sick, I just fell so far behind that I have a problem. But I'll get caught up and I don't plan on moving if I don't have to, and I won't.
Oh, we don't wanna evict you.
No, I won't fall behind anymore. If I can have a little bit of a reprieve on that surprising penalty. But the rest, I'll pay you off the whole thing by the end of the month. I could give you 16,000 of it today. I bet.
I'm gonna take it under any advisement.
We have to discuss this non-public,
Okay,
and we'll let Caitlin know our decision,
okay,
and she will reach out to you ASAP.
thank you very much.
Okay, thank you,
Thanks,
Albert. Thanks. Miss Rebecca will be in towards the end, so let's go with the selectmen reports, please.
Okay, I'll go first. Besides attending many, many meetings, public, non-public, and everything else, along with my co-select people, is not going to report on the building committee. We did have a presentation from Patco for the building committee, which was very informative. We have now, hopefully we'll have some quotes come in so we can see between the Leicester buildings and the steel buildings what the differences are. We might have another presentation come in, we're not quite sure yet. We've changed the meetings from Tuesdays to Wednesdays. Next Wednesday, on the 13th at 5:30, will be our first Wednesday meeting, and we will meet Wednesdays after that, every Wednesday at 5:30, strictly for the building committee. And that's about it. We're just waiting for the estimates to come in, and we'll be working on public meetings to present what we think will be best for the town. That's it.
So it's next Wednesday at the 13th?
Next Wednesday, the 13th at 5:30.
5:30.
And then every Wednesday after that.
Thank you, Rose. Mary? Chris?
Okay, first of all, just so I don't forget, I already told you folks, this is, I think, open to budget committee members as well. The Carroll County at the Annex will be hosting what is called this is an NHMA course on basic law of budgeting. That is Thursday, August 21st at 2 p.m. The cost is $20 per head. And they're looking for the number by the 15th, which is a week from this Friday, I believe.
You gonna handle that?
Yeah, as long, I just need to know who's interested in going and I can make that process.
Scott, you'll get hold of your budget committee members.
Chris, could you please email that details to me?
Sure. I'll do my best. Thank you.
I'll figure out how to get it, I'll get it to you. I'm gonna,
That way I can send it down.
Chris, I have two questions for you.
Yes,
One, when was the date again? I
the
apologize.
21st,
21st of August?
correct?
Okay. Second, do they just need to know how many seats we're taking, or do they need payment by the 15th as well? Because they'll have to go on the.
RSVP by 8:15.
Okay, sounds
So
perfect.
payment. Count me in.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Okay.
That's at the same place we had the other one?
Yes, it's at the Annex building.
I don't know those, are you going,
I'm sure Scott will be going.
You're on.
Scott, are
will
you
be going?
planning on going?
I am. Vicky, since I have you. Should I still do
As
it?
far as I know.
Just let
Do
me
you-
know by the 15th.
I'll send
Do you
it.
guys have a training budget for the budget committee?
We do.
I thought so.
Yep, we haven't touched it yet, so.
What's that?
Are you going?
I don't know yet.
Okay, let me know by the 15th.
Okay, I will.
I have enough detail here, so I'll send it out.
Obviously you heard my spiel about Pine River Road.
Yes.
I'm gonna have Kevin make some signs tomorrow. I'm hoping that because it impacts the town of Ossipee, that I've already put the bug in Chief Adam's ear. He told me to talk to Ripley about, they have a digital, message board. It's currently set up on Beach Pond Road because that's gonna be closed tomorrow in the town of Ossipee. But I'm hoping for before Monday, so, at the latest Friday, that could be at least one set up on the end of Pine River Road, just to let folks know that that's gonna be closed. You obviously heard me,
Is it the whole road or just part of it?
just part of it, just the first 1/10 of a mile from Route 16 in.
Okay, thanks.
But it's unfortunate because the road is 2 miles long, 2.1, it's 2.2 miles long, so if you wanna come all the way in from Elm Street and get the final 1/10, and you gotta turn around and go all the way back, so. But we're gonna have signs made up, and I'm hoping I get the marquee, just get the word out there, that's all. And it's just Monday through Friday, and it's not gonna be, it's gonna be during work days, so.
Question.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there won't be any issues. If there is, would you like to talk to the crane operator and the tree company that's doing it? If they do want a detail, we'd be more than happy to, fill that obligation if they want.
Okay.
So that way we can turn people, we can still close the road, but we can, at least be there to manage.
Obviously, that comes with a cost, so.
Exactly. Which if they have questions, they can reach out to me,
Yeah.
but at least then we can manage the traffic and be there to fulfill that obligation, so that way they don't have to pull it away every time somebody's like, hey, where do I go?
Well, I honestly, I don't think they're going to.
I don't think so
I think you're
either.
gonna drive up and you're gonna see the roadblock.
If we wanna give them that option.
Yeah,
that'd be-
I'll call
Okay,
Mikey.
thank you.
Also, met with the, crack sealing company. I think I talked to you guys a little bit about it. And at this time, I would like to make a motion to hire Coastal. Sorry, did you guys get that email? You didn't print it, did you? I don't wanna get the name wrong, obviously I'm making a motion, so.
Send an email?
I sent you the email, yeah, I forwarded you the email.
Yes, he did. For Siemens.
Oh, yeah, here.
Coastal Road Repair.
Yeah, okay, CRR, Coastal Road Repair. I make a motion to hire and contract with Coastal Road Repair for $3,500 a mile for crack sealing. And if you look at their, what you guys did, well, you didn't apparently, Rosemary looked very close at the quote in the RFP. It's exactly what we hoped for, routering out the cracks, compressed air blowing out the cracks afterwards, and getting good penetration of the crack seal material. It gives the breakdown that's on the state list for the oil and tar that goes in the crack. I was gonna say the actual word, but I can't speak tonight. They check all the boxes. It's not, just a Band-Aid. While we were out the other day, identifying all the cracks again, and I did the.
We talked about this before.
Yeah, the ride along. Obviously, one contractor isn't gonna badmouth another contractor, but he could identify issues. He got out, took a putty knife, started a previous crack seal, and peeled up about 10 feet of crack seal, and there was no crack underneath it. That's the big difference when you just take a wand and just wand crack seal material. They router it out, just like you see on the state highways. It's a route a bit much like wood, only it's carbide. And instead of a little tiny hairline crack, they open it up so that the material can get down in there. They blow the fines out first. So we have approximately $17,500 budgeted for that. So theoretically, we could get 5 miles of road done, but it's, again, my motion is for 35, to hire them at $3,500 a mile.
1 second.
That was a lot of discussion, I should have left that
That
for
was, you should
discussion
have just left
after
that.
the motion, I apologize.
That's okay, no,
Procedure.
no, that's okay, it's good. All in favor?
Fine.
Aye.
Can I go back to the tree removal? What was your quote on that?
They sent it to us, so
They didn't send it. They did.
they did. I just,
Haven't printed it.
yeah.
We're gonna put this, we'll talk about it later.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, finish up your reports.
Obviously, had a very busy week last week. Unfortunate things that had to take place, but it's part of the job, not the part of the job that anybody wants to do, I don't think. And it always seems like, I don't know if JT's already done this, I don't think he has, but JT had brought up that we had a firefighter, former firefighter that was ill, and unfortunately he did pass. So Chad Delripple succumbed to the cancer, and he's going to be greatly missed by the department. And it's a shame that to think that this potentially was firefighter related, fire ground related. But our sympathy and best regards go out to the family and his brothers and sisters in the industry.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, it was a busy week last week, so it was something, didn't sign up for being a selectman to do this, but we did it. So anyway, I did attend PLA, Province Lake Association meeting on 7/26, Saturday morning, 3-hour meeting. Pretty much basic with every year, talk about the milfoil, But the major thing about the meeting was they're looking at upgrading the dock, what do you call it, the dock? Boat ramp. So they're in the process of getting an architect to see what they can come up with, get some prices and stuff like that. So the state's already agreed, since it's grandfather, that they can put a new boat ramp in. So that was pretty much it.
Is there any discussion about that? Last year's meeting, there was some topic about putting the compressors and the bubblers. Did they bring that up again
No.
this year? That was to deal with the algae blooms, to get the water moving so it's not stagnant.
No.
They did that years past, and they
Yep.
talked about. I was
Yep.
just curious. I meant to ask you about that the other day.
Yeah, and pretty much with the state, with their budget cuts and everything else, I don't see that happening. They didn't talk about it. So. Okay. Caitlin?
You're up. So I've been working on some repurchase documents and letters. I updated the transfer station flyer as it came to my attention. There were some things on it that weren't updated after the ordinance was revised back in January, so I fixed that and updated that. I also attended the New Hampshire Municipal Association law update. They had a webinar last week, so I was in attendance to that to see what was going on. Friday, I have a demo, I believe JT also, with TownCloud, which is our website provider. They are offering a broadcast system to us. So we're gonna be on that demo. That pretty much just, if their agendas to go out, people can sign up and it gets emailed to you, closures, news, all of this. So we'll have a better idea on that Friday about how that will work. Other than that, I've just been working on updates and getting a few things done and going from there.
Great, thank you. What do we got here? Good business, but I think we didn't touch on the flooring.
We already voted on it, did we?
No, we didn't. Did we vote?
We voted on,
Yeah,
we voted
we
on that bid.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just more.
That's just the contract, yeah,
Right.
after our approval.
Got it. Alright, no announcements, nothing.
I would just remind that Pine River would be closed, but I think we've covered that a few times, so.
Yeah, we covered. Did the public comment?
Oh.
One other one?
Roof, any news on the roof?
Oh, I haven't had a chance to get up there.
Pretty busy.
Hopefully this week. Obviously, there was,
We'll have a answer by next meeting for the building committee.
Are you having someone come out and look at it? Or
yeah,
you tell who it is or?
no,
Why?
because we don't know who it is yet.
Oh. But we will know who it is, where they're from, whatever.
Yes.
We'll give you the information.
And again, the dialogue, I can't stress this enough, that the conversation you heard before that's set off all the alarms and everything
All
else,
that.
but you're just gonna continue to ask every again, so it's,
Continue to ask.
it's just like the
because I think
asbestos
we
was in the floor.
check it out.
There's nothing on the roof for us to,
We just need to make sure that this one's safe, I would think, before we moved on to anything else.
Got that right?
question.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
Just another one, James here again. Just wondering, like, in terms of the building, my understanding, reading WMUR is the building will be put out to auction at some point. Is there any update on, or further explanation on the process of dealing with the PPA building?
It just happened last week. We're still trying to get the people located first, helping those people first. The property is deeded to the town. And that discussion as far as putting it up for auction and all that stuff will be down the road. But we want to get through this first phase.
But, because you have till like the middle of the month.
We got 3 months. You know, for auctions, I think it's 3 months, right?
There are certain laws that do apply.
Yeah, certain laws. So, but we haven't had the discussion yet.
Okay. So let's keep watching the agendas.
I can't hear you.
Let's
So
keep watching the
agendas.
That's it.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you. Any other? That's it?
Sorry, don't mind me, it's just fly by.
Well, before that's it, let me get.
Oh,
Rebecca
Rebecca.
here.
Yeah, gotta get Rebecca in. Our zoning officer.
Very sensitive, so she'll be able to.
As far as Pine River goes, I know you said the crane's gonna take up most of it. He thinks that traffic can get around it.
They
Oh,
cannot.
okay. I would say.
It's so small, it's what,
Yeah.
how high there.
If that was part of the week, that we wouldn't mind running one way if they so wanted it, but if that's not feasible, then fine. Do what I can to help.
Even if he skips it up on right underneath the tree, which he can't because our riggers have to,
Yeah.
which is not.
I just wanted to ask the question.
Yeah, thanks. And the transition between dirt and pavement was addressed today,
Okay.
and they started doing the brush cutting on Pine River Bridge and at the intersection of Pine River Road and Elm Street.
Okay. I
Just
didn't,
additional brush cutting for sight distance and things like that.
good, thank you.
Sorry.
That's all right, I just need a corner.
Welcome, Rebecca, you're up.
I'm up, okay. Well, you've got my report, I believe,
Yes, we do.
from
Should be
last month.
in here.
And,
You had it in here.
Yeah, I
it
saw
was,
it in here too.
things seem a little slow. I think in my written report, yeah, I want to start, I am so sorry, typo. I know how it feels, you know, people are always putting a T in my last name. It's like, no, I misspelled Siemens. I'm contrite.
If that means I don't have to claim him as my brother,
Well, there you go.
is that my out?
Yeah, that's your,
Oh, Siemens.
so we had, I issued 7 permits in July and denied 1. And I'm happy to answer any questions about any of them. There's some of the stuff that I've been carrying up above. I actually drove by the third one down over on Clough Road. It looks like the RVs are gone, so I'm hoping that the sale will go through. I got a call from the buyer who was interested in it. So that's how I knew to put it, properties on the market. Then I drove by today, it has a sale pending sign on it, and it looked like, well, it's hard to tell with the amount of summer growth there, but it looked, looking up the drive, that the RVs were gone. So I'm hoping that that'll go through and then we'll,
What was that again? But I
that
just,
was third one down,
109 Clough Road.
109 Clough Road.
okay.
Champion Hill Road, I had a nice exchange with those folks, and I think it's just an ongoing with them. You know, I remind them that they have tenants there, and they need to keep an eye on them, and he actually acknowledged that they hadn't been up there in months. And I said, well, maybe you need to schedule a drive-by. The one on 94 Remick Road, evidently they did get their shoreline approval, they've got new builders. We'll get a new site plan, so we'll be able to push that through and get it done. It's been on here all these months because first they were waiting for shoreline approval, but there was also an issue with the people that they hired to do stuff with, weren't really up to what they needed to have done. 15 Morris Avenue, I've driven by it twice in the last couple of weeks, and there seems to be no change at all. Their permit for the addition that they had put up without a permit was denied, and so we'll have to figure out what the process is. You know, arguably, if we're lucky, someone will buy the property, and then we can work with them to get it cleaned up.
Is there a for sale sign on that property?
No, but it is listed.
Okay.
I didn't see a for sale sign. It is listed on Facebook Marketplace, and it's also listed with a realtor that I am in touch with and in conversation with, and she knows to tell potential buyers that there are wetlands needs that have to be covered if they purchase it. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, stuff is stuff. We deal with that, but anyone buying it needs to know that there's a wetlands issue,
Right.
that flagging that has to happen. Moody Road, we're still waiting for an updated septic design for that, so that's why it's carrying through, and I'll get the names spelled correctly next month.
Is that you?
Mr. Brother. And the other 4 permits there were very basic. One was an extension, one was an earlier permit that I had issued and ran out. So both of those I didn't even go out and do site visits, and the others were very straightforward. So that's it on the permit activity.
Okay.
And on the other side, so the only other question for the board is a procedural question. I have an application in front of me with what is it when you buy money at like a store?
Money.
A money order, which I don't even know if people who buy a money order, can they get their money back? I have an application in front of me with a money order, and it's for a property that the town has taken and already has the deed to. So the question is, one, do I just do it straightforward, you don't own this property anymore, so I'm denying your permit, which may seem like
That's what you gotta
the
do.
simplest path. But the question is, do I keep the money order or send it back? My inclination, I mean, if it was a check, I would send it back because we were.
You gotta send it back.
So send it back whether or not they're able to redeem it. But we as the thing are saying, we can't process this and we're gonna just send it back. And they just came today, and
Is that for that shed?
it's for the shed in the back and the shed by the road. So so it's an application for both structures.
So the shed by the road, I thought it was in the right of way?
I don't think it is. I mean, I haven't measured it, but it looks to me like it actually is 50 feet back. I know it looks close, but I'll go out tomorrow and drive, or next week maybe, and drive Pine River Road.
I mean, regardless, it's, you know, we
own
deeded the
You own it,
property, so.
yeah. And
Taxpayer
Even
owns
if
the
he meets
property.
a setback, and it's frontline setback.
Right.
Which has always been a bone of contention of mine, because it's from the property boundary line, frontline setback,
yeah,
not the right of way.
right. And I do it, most of our roads in town, especially the ones that have stone walls.
Right.
And I talked to property owners, so I said, we take the stone wall as the property line. If your property has a stone wall, I mean, you know, it would vary how close it was to the road, but, you know, if there's a stone wall, we're not gonna let you measure to the edge of the pavement and say that's your setback. We're gonna say that the stone wall is the edge of your property line. And, you know, I think 90% of the time, that's a pretty fair way of of working it out. There's certainly some roads where that may not be the right way to do it, but since we don't seem to actually have a decent database, or if we do, it's hidden somewhere, as to what the right-of-way width of all the town
So
roads
is
are.
that-
Well, the right of way is the right of way. That is not the setback. That's why I say the setback is from the front property line
Yeah,
back.
right, and the
That
front,
has nothing to do with the right of way.
well, the front property line is at the town right-of-way.
No.
No, it's
The
not?
property line historically, anybody chime in, is the center of the roadway. And that right of way that the town has is over the top of that property line.
Oh, I mean,
Historically, am I wrong? Historically, the property line is the center of the roadway.
Yeah,
And those right of ways, stone walls, fences, telephone poles, it's 3 rods long, whatever you wanna look in the deeds, and the yard is 9 feet,
gee, I've been doing this
or
job for
21 feet, or whatever.
19 years and 1 month, and no one ever said that. I know that's the case for when you get rid of a road,
It goes back to the owner.
it goes back to the owner, from the center line, unless we negotiate something else. Interesting, the documentation for Sneak Road is really fascinating, because it doesn't do middle of the road back. It gives the entire road
Wow.
owned jointly by the two abutters.
So
But
can you do a
anyway.
little research on that? Do,
I'd love to be provided with where to go on that. I mean, if there's a difference between, because everything that I was given, information I was given was that the property lines, were based on the width of the road,
Right,
not the
but
center line.
it's so, if that's the case, then there's absolutely no conversation for any municipality to say, we're gonna take this tree down. Because municipalities have to get permissions typically, and so does Asplin, Lewis Tree, to put your mailbox up. Your mailbox is in the town right away, but it's on your property. That's your property. Even though the mailbox is clearly, most mailboxes, if you look, they're not behind the stone walls, they're in front of the stone walls.
Mine's actually on someone else's property,
Um,
since I'm down the road.
I mean, historically, the boundary line was the center of the road, and that was going back to the original deeds and when they were blocks and not broken up into tiny pieces of land, and the town just had these right-of-ways over the top of your land.
Well, it's interesting, it might vary deed by deed depending on how it's drawn, because I served on the planning board in Tamworth for years, and the property lines on all those surveyed properties, which showed it, were at the road edges, they weren't in the middle of the road. So, I mean, you could ask a surveyor, you could ask 5 surveyors, and get 5 different answers.
Right.
But surveyors will probably tell you that when they survey a property, they do it based on the edge of the road, not to the center of the road, and that's how they survey the property. And I'm guessing that's how our acreage is calculated for our maps and our assessing. So it may be that you own the underlying part of the road if it's going to be grown up.
what's the width of the road?
It's really
How many
fascinating.
rods?
That road, I believe, is a 50-foot right-of-way, so,
Pine River?
right, that's 25 feet
Center
from
line.
the center line.
So the question becomes, do we, one, do we use a center line or do we use a town right away? And there must be some amount of case law or something out there about how those decisions are made.
Right, so that would be the research, is
Yeah, that'd
case
be the
law
reason.
and things
And
like
then the
that.
other one will be that me or whoever else
I'll send
Comes
you, no,
along
I'll take
later.
care, I'll get you answered.
might want to, we might want to make sure that we've got a data list somewhere of the right-of-way widths of the town roads, because I've looked in the past for a document like that, not been able to find one, so, right, I could take a note. Pine River Road, we think it's 50 feet, there's one down of how many roads?
I mean, there are certain roads, Plantation Road, that you would struggle to say that that's a 50-foot right-of-way, because stone wall to stone wall is not 50 feet in
Right.
places.
Right. And maybe, just what the selectmen need, another project, but it might be worth,
Oh, it's definitely
trying to
something that needs to be
to
clearly
pin it down
defined.
and,
Um, Vicky?
I don't know if this is still true, but I know when I had a telephone pole put in front, replaced, And I came home and the guide wire was in my driveway,
In the driveway itself,
in my driveway.
not.
And, I mean, not in the middle of my driveway, but anyway, so I called up and I was told at the time that they own from the middle of the road, Green Mountain Road, 25 feet in
Right away.
right away. And I had to keep it there, so it's,
The town has a right of way. The town doesn't own it. The town has a right of way. That you're talking about utilities. Utilities pay taxes on that structure. That structure being that telephone pole, and it's worth for carrying utilities back and forth. So that's its own entity. That's got nothing to do with the town. As far as their legal rights and stuff like
so
that,
that's different than the town.
that is, they don't own, they can't put a telephone pole a foot off the yellow line. And by that, no, I'm just saying, by that, but using what they told you, that they, have 25 feet from the center line, they could theoretically put a telephone pole a foot off the yellow line. They wouldn't do that, but
No, I meant the guideline, they could put a guideline 25 feet from the middle of the town road to the,
I don't know what their regulations are, but the 25 foot from center line out is the town's right of way. It's a 50-foot right of way. That's 25 feet from the center line. I don't know what
Yeah, the guide wire.
what rule they're quoting, but
Well, I mean, those guide wires go all over the place. Sometimes they have to go all the way across overhead to
Right.
the other side,
Correct.
so.
Yeah, but they don't go in somebody's driveway. don't
No, but they shouldn't, they should not go in someone's driveway.
Right.
They should not go in a finished piece of whatever.
So you're all set with your report?
I don't think I have anything else. We had a discussion about a piece of property that I've been keeping an eye on, he's going to keep an eye on it as well, and so we don't need to have a big heartache about it. So, I think
Any
that's it.
questions for Rebecca from the audience? Thank you, Rebecca.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
as far as that guide wire goes, like I had a guide wire and a utility in my yard. And I called them up, had their engineer come out, and I just said, look, this is creating kind of a hardship the way it is. Is there any chance you guys could move it? And they did, they moved to an excellent spot. They obviously can't compromise the intent of that, and that is obviously the tension's pulling towards the road, so they put the guide wire in your driveway. But they can sometimes move it closer. If they haven't already moved it, I would certainly reach out to them, but I don't know what rules they're quoting, but that 25 feet
I
is,
just wait for the plow guy to hit it, that's all.
and hope the pole doesn't come down.
I can-
Well,
I could make
that
an,
wire's come ripped off my house several times.
yeah, we just had to pull at EPS, the Preservation Society moved to the back, but I had to sign an easement for the power company so they could put the pole on private property. So that's another option too. All right. We're done?
Yep, we should be all good. I know it says they're on the agenda. That was the one that was moved up to the top, so you can disregard where it has non-public information, so.
Make a motion, we adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Take the time, please.
5:30.
Wanted to know.